What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to today's video on DSM Inc. As always, I'm Chris, and in today's video we got some new parts that need to be installed, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain what it is and jump into getting it installed. So I'm gonna get into exactly what we're installing today and then gonna jump into installing it. So we are going to be installing a new short shifter for the car, basically because this shifter is kind of broken. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it. I think it's missing like a little filling piece that it's like an old plastic piece probably broke. So it's really loose and when you're shifting into gear and out of gear, and sometimes it causes it to pop out of gear when I'm driving, and I don't really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and install the new short shifter today. I'm gonna take you guys through doing that with me, and yeah, let's get into that right now. Okay, so to get to the shifter, you gotta take off a couple panels. This panel right here, which you can just like get a little screwdriver in there, pop it out. Then you have this really long piece where there's two bolts right behind this panel. There's two bolts. There's two bolts in here. You gotta pop this thing out, and there's two bolts in there. And then also like right here down on the bottom, there's two bolts on each side. I have pretty much all of those removed already from prior work I've done. So I just have to take off this little thing and then get the screws out and start taking everything apart. I'm gonna time lapse through all this so that way you guys don't have to watch me do all this, but like kind of watch it. So yeah, so if you guys are watching this video, take a second to pause the video and go subscribe to the channel. I got a lot of big stuff coming for this car, a lot of new installs coming for this car. I'm just got an improved vlogging setup, so hopefully this video is gonna be a lot better than my previous ones, a lot more stable, a lot less shaky, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna keep cranking out stuff for you guys. I like the feedback I'm getting already. It's really good, honestly. It's not really anything negative, nothing like that. It's just honestly guys that are pretty impressed with the work I'm doing and the conditions I'm doing it in. So just to show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. So right here and right here, there's two screws. I already removed them, but there's two screws that go right here and right here. And then I'll go ahead and pop this up as well. See if I can get it up. 1 second. Okay. Oh, there it goes. In there, if you can see, there's those two screws right there as well. Those are obviously taken out, but so yeah, there's that, and then there's these screws, and then there's these ones in the back, right here, they're like right down, right where my finger is. So with that being said, all you gotta do is take out those screws, and it should come out. So give me 1 second, let me pull this up. Okay, so we got the old shifter out. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna kind of, I guess, not really unbox, but unbox the new one so I can show you guys what it looks like. Give me 1 second. I'll set this down here. Okay, so new shifter, really nice and chrome. Shined it up really good. So there's that. There's the new shifter. So that'll kind of sit like this. It'll bring the shifter cable right here up a little bit higher pivotal point, makes for, I guess, shorter shifts is what they say. So today's the day we're gonna figure out if that's the truth. I probably won't test drive the car afterwards to see if it's really made any difference just yet, because I'm still doing some other things to it that kind of prevent me from doing that. So just gonna kind of get a feel for it, see if it did clean up the shifting compared to my old one, which I'm assuming it's probably going to, but you never know, it might be worse, you know. So pretty much now all I gotta do is get the new mounting piece on for the new shifter, which is actually right here. There's this. So basically this kind of slides over the thing like that, and then there's another piece in there that goes in this side where you can see the little kind of bearing type of situations going on. That kind of locks it in place, and then you put a bolt on this side and the shifter goes on this side. So let me go grab the supplies and we'll get finished with this install. So I got it on. It's still a little loose. Still gotta tighten it up a little bit more, but I mean, other than that, it's pretty much on. I mean, it's, and as far as engaging goes, I mean, hold on 1 second. seems like it doesn't really want to go in the first. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, so I feel like once I get it all like tightened up and everything like that, and like probably the weight of a shifter back on it, it probably won't be that bad. Honestly though, I mean, first gear, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. So I mean, honestly, overall, it definitely has. It's not. I mean, it's wobbly now because I have to. One, because this is kind of wobbly regardless, and two, I gotta finish mocking it up and getting it all tightened up and everything. But other than that, I mean, it's not going anywhere as far as any of that. But I mean, it's honestly, it's 10 times better. Like, once I figure out why I won't go into first, yeah, I mean, first is really hard to get into, but anything after that, I mean, it seems like it's pretty much butter. Like, first is kind of weird. I'm not, should be just a manufacturer, it could be just an installer error. It might just need to loosen up, because I mean, it is a new bearing, so, and I am kind of like missing where it's supposed to go in, but like, oh, there you go, no, it's, oh wow, that's okay, that's a lot better. So yeah, so like first, second, whenever third is, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So I mean, honestly, it's a lot better. Like, I'm definitely pleased with it. I gotta put a couple more rings and washers on or whatever, and then put the center console back on, a little piece right here, all that back on, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's done. All right, and like that, it's all back together. Put the piece back on, put the screws back in, boot, shifter, all that's back on now. So now that I've like figured it out kind of, so we're in neutral. So we got first, second, that's third, fourth, fifth. Also, another thing I wanted to show you guys is I didn't film myself installing this, but I did get a new short hub, replaced my old one. I got a cheap eBay one at first, and it kind of went to crap on me, and that's why you don't go eBay. But I got a better one, so now my hub is a lot smaller, which means my steering wheel is a lot closer to the dash, and honestly, it's a lot better for me because I didn't like being so far back from my pedals. But yeah, so that was another thing that I installed, and then I got the new camera set up and everything like that. So we got the short shifter in, we got the hub on too. I also got some new tires for the front, added spacers in the rear. I'll go ahead and show you that. I'll do a walk around and show you guys that stuff now. So yeah, I got some new tires for the front, and then I swapped the front tire, the front tires that were on the front to the back, and I added spacers. So now it's sitting a lot more flush with the fender. I do need to lower it a little bit more, but I won't be able to do that until I get new suspension, because my suspension is kind of maxed out already. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is gonna be the next thing I tackle, is all this and that, and then yeah, then we're pretty much ready for Kentucky. So it's coming really along, and yeah, I'm really proud of all the progress I've made on this car in just a little amount of time. I almost had it a year now. So I mean, when I bought it, if you guys check my Instagram at Dark Knight, I'll put it in the corner, but this thing looks a lot different a year ago. So, but yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's came out a lot better. That's probably gonna wrap up the video today. Just a quick short install. Probably gonna do a video of me testing it out and driving the car, just show you guys the difference. Probably in the next week or so. But as far as this video goes, that is the end. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.